Welcome to another Hawthorn Football Club flashback. I'm kindly joined by Brian Lake this week, who's going to help me out with the flashback. And this week's flashback, Brian, is brought to us by Hawk Spotter. It's the new Adidas app. You can grab it on your phone. Adidas have joined forces with the Hawks to give you a new app that allows you to pinpoint the locations of other Hawks fans. Luckily for you, it's not pinpoint the location of Hawks. Otherwise, people might know what you're doing at every hour of the day.
And where I live too.
Yeah.
That's a little bit
might make things slightly awkward. You can grab it. It's a free app from the App Store. You just key in Hawk Spotter. You can find it, or have a look on the Hawthorn website. This week, mate, our flashback. We normally go a long way back in time and jump in the time machine, but I picked this one because it was a year that you were. It was a year that you were playing. It was round 14, 2008. It's a Hawthorn game. Hawthorn beat West Coast by 57 points. It was 126 to 69. Jared Roughead kicked 6 goals and Lance Franklin kicked 5, and where our leading possession getters were Guerra, Grant Birchall, and the votes were Ruffy 3, Daniel Kerr 2, and 1 for Trent Crode in fullback. Geez, the fullbacks don't score too many Brownlow votes, do they?
I'm just thinking probably being on Quinton Lynch at that stage, or maybe a Cox going forward.
How many Brownlow votes? Have you picked up many over time?
Oh, I've picked up a couple. Yeah, I've got to go to a few Brownlows in my time, so it's cost me a fortune in clothes and jury for the wife.
And you're always okay because you sort of know that you're not going to win. You can actually have a few drinks.
Well, in those days, it was a prelim. We were out in the prelim, so it's our Mad Monday was Brownlow. So I looked like a ghost on a couple of them. I was a little bit sore.
So you weren't out with Acker, were you, on the night that he didn't make it to the Brownlow?
Yes, he organised Mad Monday that year, and he had a fair crack. Yeah,
he did. I think he had a fair crack for most of the time he was at the Bulldogs, actually.
Yeah, well, the first couple of years was good, but fell away a little bit at the end.
Now, I just got to ask you on this, in a game like this where Ruffy's got 6 and Franklin's got 5 and the ball's just coming down and coming down, what's it like as a backman where you just know from about the first 5 minutes we're in big trouble here? What do you do?
Well, in 08, Ruffy and Buddy dominated. I think they kicked nearly 200 goals between them, so very hard, with the ball coming so often. You're very reliant on the midfield putting pressure on or some defenders to chop out and help you out. And
what is it with the other backmen when you know you've got Ruffy and Buddy? Is it just a bit of rock, paper, scissors to see who stands who?
Well, I'd love it to be like that because I'd be definitely cheating. No, it's when you have an okay game on an opponent, the coach likes to stick you on there.
Yeah, right.
Maybe if you get in early and have a bad game against him, you'll go nowhere near him.
And just quickly, how did you, around that time, that was as Buddy was just going to his next level, how did you used to stand Buddy? What was the technique? Is it just hang on and hope?
Oh, very much hang on. You just wanted numbers around you because as soon as you're in a little bit of space against him, you're in a little bit of strife. So just try to get as many numbers around me as possible and just hopefully there's a little bit of pressure down the ground. And
does he like to trash talk?
No, he's very quiet.
Yeah, right.
He just likes to go about his job and do what he needs to do, worry about the setup of the forward line, what everyone else is doing, but very minimal back chat.
When you're booting them from 60 metres out on the boundary line, you don't need to trash talk.
Maybe you just said that one. Watch the replay.
Lovely stuff. And that is another Hawthorn Football Club flashback this week, proudly brought to you by Hawk Spotter, the Adidas app. Grab it off the App Store or have a look at the Hawthorn Football Club website. Brian Lake, thank you very much for standing in for Lima and good luck this week, mate.
No worries, thank you. It's been a pleasure.